Joe Rogan absolutely body slammed Jimmy Kimmel. But honestly, it's like watching someone throw wild punches inside a tofu-walled echo chamber. He's going all in, landing verbal haymakers, yet still seems trapped inside this carefully curated, kale-scented leftist thought bubble.
It's like he's in this leftist thought bubble. He's in the most leftist thought bubble available, which is Hollywood.
We all know that late-night hosts have transformed from being funny entertainers into hosts of woke seminars with laugh tracks. And Joe didn't just hold back. He drop-kicked the entire charade like it owed him money.
But then, to be that show guy, he has to be a different guy.
That's why today we're diving headfirst into the madness. No life jacket, no seat belt, just pure chaos. So grab a helmet and a snack, because you're in for a 5-course meal of spicy takes and absolutely zero chill.
You know, the Elon Musk joking around about my pronouns are prosecute Fauci. Jimmy Kimmel made a tweet back to him. He said, your pronouns are ass and hole, which is pretty funny. But then...
Did he really?
Yes. And so then I read that, and there was people saying, please don't joke about pronouns.
Do you think that's him or a writer? Can't you tell?
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
No, it's him, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
good. That's a good one.
He's a comic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, he used to host The Man Show. I mean, he's done some pretty outrageous back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, for hee-hees and haw-haws.
No, that's a good joke on top of a good joke.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
Can you even imagine? A guy who once hosted The Man Show, basically a beer-soaked shrine to fart jokes and jiggly intros, has now reinvented himself as Captain Morality, lecturing the public like he's the Dalai Lama with a Wi-Fi connection. This is someone who once thought blackface skits and N-word karaoke were the height of comedy. Fast forward to today, and he's rebranded himself like a mall store after a scandal. Sure, he fired off a few deeply sorry statements when those old clips crawled out of the VHS vault, but here's the real question. Is this a genuine transformation, or just Jimmy doing his best impression of a moral chameleon, blending into whatever cultural backdrop keeps him out of Twitter's crosshairs? That's exactly what Joe went off about when he said this.
That's exactly the point Joe went off on, saying this.
The late night talk show for, I guess, kind of my generation was the thing that everybody wanted. Kimmel and Fallon and all these guys. Like, you got to host the Tonight Show, or Jimmy Kimmel's got his own show. You got your own show. You got the Letterman show. You got the this show, the that show. That was the thing, man.
Right.
If you could get your own show like that, like, you were fucking in. If they offered it to you, you took it. You took it. But then to be that show guy, he has to be a different guy. So now he's not... Colbert from the show was this genius parody. Now he's just Stephen Colbert.
Right.
That's who he is.
They destroyed the essence by giving him...
Exactly. Late-night shows aren't about comedy anymore. They're ad machines in disguise. The hosts aren't just cracking jokes. They're polished spokesmodels told to be funny but safe, edgy but brand-friendly, and never offend the sponsors. Jimmy Kimmel's the perfect example. When bro humor was in, he rode the Man Show wave hard. But once woke became the trend, he rebranded overnight, jumped on the anti-Trump train, and watched his ratings crash anyway.
Jimmy Kimmel's a loser. Look, we would do Jimmy Kimmel. I'd do Jimmy Kimmel. I did him a lot.
Yeah.
He used to greet me on the sidewalk outside of his studio. I'd come in. This was before politics, of course. But I'd come in, and he'd be standing on the sidewalk. Oh, sir, may I bring you in? He'd bring me in every time. And then I ran for politics. I never, got involved with him much. But
switch up.
All they do is talk bad about Trump. That's all. The whole show is talking bad about Trump.
Kimmel threw shots at us for having you on the first time.
He called us doofuses when we had you on.
You know what you do?
And guess what? We
ask
did
him how many.
what he did.
Ask him. Yeah, you do bigger. Yeah, you do. His show's dying. This one show is dying. Colbert is dying.
When late-night shows went full political in 2016, it was like they collectively grabbed the mic and shouted, "Who's ready to alienate half the audience?" Unsurprisingly, the ratings dropped faster than a lead balloon in a gravity contest. One by one, hosts started jumping ship like rats off a sinking cruise liner. Conan ditched the traditional format. James Corden bowed out with his carpool karaoke mic still warm, and Trevor Noah moonwalked off the set with a grin. And honestly, those exits are aging like fine wine in a world drowning in box content. Why? Because podcasts came crashing in like a wrecking ball, better lighting, no censorship, and real conversations. They stripped away the fluff. No 5-minute promo interviews filled with fake smiles, no cringy sketches, no canned laughter. Just real talk in real time. And that raw, unfiltered vibe became the secret sauce that keeps people hitting next episode without even thinking.
There's not a chance in hell that this is funny or gonna work. And when you see those flat, corny, late-night monologue jokes with no audience, Colbert, there's Jimmy Kimmel, there's Fallon. What they're doing is just like reading off of a teleprompter. So a bunch of really good joke writers wrote them some stuff, and then they're playing to the audience, and the audience is like laughing, so they get this feedback, and they know how to do that. They stand there, and there's applause signs, and then there's producers. There's the warm-up guy that's literally telling people to applaud. They're like, okay, explain to the people. Okay, when Jimmy comes out, I want a big round of applause. Let's practice this right now.
A lot of people were already nodding along with Joe's take, and for good reason. It really shows how fake these shows have become. It's like watching a sitcom written by a team of PR interns, everything polished and manufactured to perfection. The spontaneous jokes are rehearsed harder than a Broadway routine, and every word feels pre-approved. It's comedy on autopilot, fully scripted and emotionally sponsored. Sure, we've moved past the old-school laugh tracks, but it's still just as stiff. When a show needs flashing, laugh, or applause, signs to get a reaction, that's not humor, it's crowd control. It's not about entertaining anymore. It's about programming the audience to respond on cue, like part of a clapping cult.
Would you do a talk show?
No, I'm doing one right now with Kyle Dunnigan. He's my guest. Why would I do that? It doesn't seem like a good way to talk to people. It doesn't seem like it's fun. It seems like it's too much pressure. It seems like there's too many people. It seems like the conversations become fake because you have 5 minutes until you cut to commercial, and they come over with cards, and the executive wants to talk to you, and the producers want to get in your ear, and we just feel like it just needs a little levity. We just need a little levity. So we're gonna bring the jester out. Oh, I'm tired of the jester. I don't like the jester. And then the jester comes out with his little, and everybody goes, the jester's here. And
he's right. Even back in 2018, Joe Rogan was pulling numbers that made Kimmel and Colbert look lost. While late-night hosts were sinking in ratings, Rogan was creating real conversations with real guests, scientists, comedians, conspiracy theorists, even astronauts. Meanwhile, late-night shows turned into echo chambers where everyone agreed on the same script. That's the difference. It's not about who's funnier, it's about who's real. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more.